Hello. Decided to do something a little different this stream. I realized I could not keep my focus. It's just a little too loud for me. There we go. I could not keep my focus on the conversation and raiding the Pokemon while also playing a game. So decided to forego playing the game, switch to just chatting. And where do we start? Here, okay. And just put on, I was getting DMCA'd for the music anyway, so I might as well just put on Pokemon music. I just gotta remember to delete this VOD once I download it. But we are on to Gen 6 today, which reignited my love for the franchise. Gen 5 killed my interest in Pokemon games for a long time. And then I needed a new Game Boy game. Because I needed something to do at work when I had downtime. And I broke down and finally bought Gen 6. And really, really had fun with it. For a while, it became my favorite Pokemon. I thoroughly enjoyed pretty much every second of it. I liked the Pokemon in it. I liked the story. I liked the world. Should you go live too and attempt to redirect people here? That's up to you. I don't know. It's up to you. I feel like we generally, the only viewer we ever get is Coma anyway. So I feel like it's not.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
could not hear you if you responded on stream and not on Discord, though.
Oh, I was saying it's up to you if you want to do that. I feel like the only viewer we usually get is Coma anyway.
I know, and I pinged him on Discord. I don't know where he is. Ugh, being outside. GTFO.
Oh, I did want to add in a screen region for, yeah, the chat. So copy this.
Most professional
Paste.
stream today.
Move it down and over. I'm gonna, oh wait, let's put it over here. And resize it. Like that. There we go. So now, when we're responding to Coma, people can actually see, what the hell we're talking about. Which, of course, means he's not going to show up or say anything this stream.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally ready to go. I am gonna try and go live, but like I can do that multitasking. Maybe famous last words.
Well, we can wait till you're live.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was gonna do like a picture, image, text, that says, well, I think that's against TOS, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to be doing
Even-
something.
Or no, sorry. I was gonna have balloons on the screen, but then like text that says "go here," which again I think is against TOS. But I'm keeping people on Twitch. Shifty eyes.
Yeah, I think the safest way to do it would be play balloons on your end, but have like a message on screen that says, see the Pokemon we're talking about here, and have that be a link to my stream. That way you're not telling people, get away from my stream, go look at this other one. You're saying, look at both perspectives so you can see what we're talking about.
Smart. If only Twitch had, what is it, like the squad stream for non-partners? That would solve all our problems.
Yeah.
But alas. So this is, as we've established, the X and Y unit, or generation.
Yes. It is my second favorite generation. and clearly not your favorite, judging by the
Well,
ratings.
okay, here's the thing. Like I said, I thought I had very fond memories of, like, when this game came out, I actually got it, and I want to say it might have been the first game I got since Gen 1 um, live. Does that make sense? Because I ended
Hmm.
up playing Oras, but not the original
Right.
RS. So when this came out, like I really liked it. I liked that you could feature Pokemon cupcakes. I enjoyed the legendaries. But yeah, going through the list, I was like, these Pokemon are crap. So I guess in XY, they were still at a point where all the Pokemon up to that point was in game. Is that true or false?
uh, most were in game. There were some that were not, but it was possible to complete the Pokedex. You just had to trade from other games. Like, I don't think
Okay.
Rattata might be, or it might be Sun and no, I think it's X and Y that Rattata just isn't in, and the only way to get Rattata is trading from Black and White. But he's also not in Black and White, so you have to trade it into Black and White from something else. I think, like
Oh my
it's really
gosh.
hard to get Rattata for some reason.
But specifically, like FU in particular, Rattata.
Yeah, but there is like a Pokedex entry for him if you trade him into your game. You know, you can trade him into the game, unlike certain modern games, and there's a Pokedex entry and you can use it and everything. It just doesn't appear natively within the game.
Okay. So maybe that had to have been it. Like maybe because again, it would have been my first time playing since Gen 1. So like maybe I was like, oh, this Gen 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon is awesome. I like Gen 6, and then apparently not. But what is your first favorite gen? I'm probably gonna ask that every stream.
Gen 2, Gold, Silver,
Really?
Crystal. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Gold, Silver, Crystal.
What's the no remake yet?
There was Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but it didn't have the charm of the original to me.
R.I.P. Holy cow.
There we go.
Um,
I can actually. I'm arranging my windows so that I can see everything without rapidly clicking between all the windows.
yeah.
Maniac.
I had some finagling to do there as well. Okay. With that all being said, Chespin, I'm pretty sure I picked this one. It would have been between Chespin and the water one, and I think ultimately my bias for grass won out. But Chespin, I gave what, a C, a B, B minus.
um, I give Chespin a B. I didn't like it at first, but I think it really captures the cutesy starter that like Squirtle was. Squirtle and Charmander were very, very cute Pokemon. I tend to forget that. Wow, this song is so much louder than the others. I tend to forget that, like, when I think of the first gen starters, I think of Bulbasaur, and I never really found Bulbasaur cute.
Rude.
But Charmander and Squirtle were definitely cute, and I think Chespin really captures that. Like, he's got the potential to become something so much more, but he's just this cute little, doll-looking thing. So I give him a B. I like him.
But you didn't pick him as your starter, is that fair to say?
No, I picked the fire starter for a very specific
Okay.
reason that I will mention when we get there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, second evolution, I gave a C. I can't tell if he ate like protein shakes for all 16 levels, or if he's got one of those like Halloween costumes where the motor it's like you walk around with an air motor to blow it up.
Oh yeah.
I'm butchering it. I'm not a big fan, but I can't remember if I either didn't let my Chespin evolve or like as soon as I got better Pokemon, put him in daycare. So C for this one.
Quilladin is definitely middle evolution syndrome. He looks dumb. I don't really like him. He's a C.
Poor Quilladin.
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Oh, go
I hate this guy. Indeed.
ahead.
I would never have guessed that this is the final evolution of Chespin. Like, I don't. I, maybe I could see it. Maybe, but just D minus. I don't like this.
I give him a B. I like him. I like that he's wearing kind of an armored shell. I like the name Chestnut a lot. I don't really like that he's fighting type, but this is only the like second actual grass fighting, because there's technically one of the friggin' Verizian legendary unicorns is grass fighting, but you can't ever actually acquire that end game and use it. This is one of the only two grass fighting type Pokemon that you can actually use in the game. Up
What's
to this
the other
point, Breloom, Shroomis's evolution from Gen 3. He was
That
grass
sounds very
fighting.
familiar. Okay.
He kind of looks like a mushroom kangaroo. It's a terrible type combination with a lot of weaknesses and no, like, the types don't cover up for each other at all, except that fighting is super effective against ice. But
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I really like him. Not a lot, but enough for a B. Hello, Hachiro YT. How's it going? Up next is Fennekin, which is cute. Really, the big thing for this for me was this line is not firefighting type. We had firefighting type for 3 generations in a row, and they finally strayed from it. And I was thrilled beyond belief, so I picked Fennekin as my starter, because I was just like, finally, a fire starter that isn't fighting type.
Does it stay pure fire throughout
No,
the evolution line?
it becomes fire psychic.
Oh, okay. For Fennekin, I said C minus apparently. It's like too cutesy. And I'm biased against fire starters because they're I mean everyone likes them, right? They're overrated. I am a contrarian. But I was gonna say I would pick this one over the water one, but actually probably not. So C minus.
I'm gonna change my filter a little bit. It's cutting off the names for all but that first one for some reason, because the site
Weird.
is inconsistent. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Braixen is next. I give it a B. All 3 of these, I don't really like the ear hair. I think it looks weird. And it just, I don't know. I just like this less than Fennekin. Fennekin was cute, and I was excited for it because it wasn't firefighting. And this one, I'm just kind of like, it's a fox standing up wearing a skirt, kind of, with weird ear hair.
Also, is its tail a stick? Like a branch?
It has a branch stuck in its tail. It uses the branch like a wand to cast fire attacks.
It has a branch stuck in its tail.
It's like using its tail to hold the branch. Like it just sticks the branch in the fur of its tail when it doesn't want to use it.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Oh yeah, here's an image of it. Like, I guess casting a spell, casting a fire attack. You can see it's holding the branch.
Oh, okay. I'll stick with C. I appreciate that explanation, but still not a fan.
And finally, Delphox also gets a B. Still don't like the ear hair. I kind of like that its fur has become a full, like, magic-y outfit. That does look kind of cool, which is why it stays a B. But it just... the ear hair is so weird.
I gave it a C plus, the best of the 3. I like the um, mystical forest creature vibes could mess you up or could guide you through the forest.
Hmm.
That makes no sense. C
I,
plus,
I
best of the three.
I think that's what they were going for.
Oh, hey,
Just
okay.
kind of like forest witch, swamp witch kind of thing, where might save your life, might kill you, depends on
Yeah.
how they feel
Yeah.
that day. Froaky's cute. It's a B. I don't really have much to say about him.
I wrote comes with a cape question mark. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out what the neck, shoulder, back area is. Like I can't quite figure out what I'm looking at.
It's foam, but yeah, I don't really know why it's all on his back like that. Uh, Frogadier, I gave a B. Why did I give it a B? It's a C. It doesn't look good. The foam scarf is kind of okay, which I think now that I'm seeing that, that's probably what they were going with Froakie. Is like it's the beginnings of the foam scarf. The foam scarf is kind of okay, but he just kind of looks like an asshole. That face.
Yeah, for the middle evolution, I said, well, looking at it now, I'm like, this looks too much like Greninja. And then Wonka meme. But my first thought was it looks a lot like the Gen 8 water starter final evolution.
Oh yeah, it
That's like,
does.
yeah, it's got like the lazy expression, not lazy, but like the half eyes half closed
Mm-hmm.
and the long lanky limbs. And I was just like, obviously Gen 8 came after this, so I mean, this guy gets a C from me, but it's like I've seen this before in the future.
I don't like Greninja. He gets a D. His scarf is a tongue, which is disgusting. It's not cool. It doesn't look cool. The thought of it is not cool. Nothing about this guy is cool to me. But Pokemon is bound and determined to say he's the coolest Pokemon. And I'm just like, he wraps his tongue around his fucking neck. He's constantly slobbering everywhere. His
It
mouth
is
is
very,
open
yeah,
all the time under that scarf so his tongue can stick out.
very unsanitary. Yeah, I said C minus overrated. Like this guy is it available standalone in Smash, or do you still have to? Is it like a Pokemon trainer kind of thing? I think you
I
can play his
think
Greninja, right?
he's his own character now. Yeah.
Yeah, that overrated. C minus, and yeah, the tongue thing is just really unsanitary.
Yeah. He has a Mega Evolution, which just looks like him, but slightly paler.
Does the tongue like get longer? It kind of looks like in the picture.
Oh wait, it's not a Mega Evolution, it's the Ash Greninja, because Ash had one in the anime, and it's different, I guess. But yeah, I guess the tongue gets a little longer. I don't know. Not into it.
Same.
Funnelby, I give a C. It's a rabbit. I kind of like when he punches with his ears. I think that's a little cute. But he's like Rattata. He's just a normal Pokemon.
Oh, and it's normal type. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I said D because it looks like it rolled around in some. It like dipped its ears, feet, and specifically neck in some dirt and or mud and or chocolate, and it's like a little bit too candy like for me. So I said D. Seems kind of harsh. D plus.
Um, Diggersby fucks it all up. This Pokemon just looks gross. I don't like his muscular ears, which is not a phrase you should ever say. and his weird fur belt that he rests his hands on. Like, what is going on there? It's just it. I just don't like it. They should have either gone with muscular rabbit or fat rabbit, but muscular fat rabbit just does not work.
Yeah, I thank you for explaining that that's a belt because I couldn't quite figure it out. It was like I was like, is it a corset? It's clearly not working. Um, but yeah, this guy like rolled even further into the mud. He stuck his face in. I just needs a bath, and it doesn't even look like chocolate anymore. So D.
Fletchling, I give it a B. It's a cute little bird. I like it. It's it's a nice split from the birds we've been having because this one looks a lot more like an animal to me. Mostly because its eye is not the typical like Pidgey, humanoid looking eye.
Okay.
I gave it a B.
I said we decided C for take it or leave it. Don't have an opinion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with C then because it's like I do like it better than Pidgey. It probably could exist IRL. I mean, not cartoon, obviously, but yeah. But I guarantee I probably didn't try to catch it other than to replace my chestnut, which then got replaced.
Fletchinder, I do like that it becomes fire flying. I gave this one a C. I'm actually gonna revise that to a C plus. He's not as cute as the Fletchling, but he still has that same like he looks like a bird, and I kind of like that. He looks like a fantasy bird. Like he's very obviously not a normal bird with that coloration and shape, but he doesn't look like an anime character. He looks like a fantasy bird, and I kind of like that.
I'm actually gonna revise mine to a C minus because it, like I said, it looks like a mean fleshling. And like if I lived in the Pokemon universe, I'd be mildly afraid of these not only stealing my food, but like pecking my head while it steals my food. Just very mean, very painful. C minus.
Talonflame is just a C. It just looks like a bigger Fletchinder, and I don't like the shape of its body. It's weirdly thick. Like, look at its legs. Why it looks like it's wearing pants. And I mean, if you look at, I think they were going for an eagle shape. If you look at an eagle, they've got like a lot of feathers down there, but here it just looks like he's wearing a pair of pants that are way too big for him. He's just like his wings don't match the weight of his body. Is the problem for me. His wings either need to be bigger or he needs to be slimmer.
I'm a bit confused where the fire came from. I mean, because we went from like fletchling is normal flying.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, yeah, and then the middle one is fire flying, and now we're at fire flying. Like, did it just develop fire abilities?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I said C. I'm gonna go with C minus too. This one would peck off my head while stealing my food. So, I mean, like you don't want to, like you said, it kind of there's eagle vibes, right? Like you don't want to mess with people in IRL. So, yeah, C minus, right? Yeah, C minus.
Scatterbug is ugly cute to me. Like he's very ugly. His body is weird, but it's that cute kind of ugly. I also like his tooth. I think that's cute, but it's not enough to raise him above a C. He's just a C for me.
I put D because these would truly scare the crap out of me if I lived in universe and saw these, like, because they're like small bugs, right? That would just
Yeah.
I get freaked out by small bugs.
Spupa, I'm actually gonna revise to a. I was nicer to Spupa than I normally would have been because I like the next evolution. Spupa is stupid. He's a D. It's a
Oh,
scatterbug head, but then he's just wrapped in generic fluff with these weird squares. It's not a very creative design. It doesn't look like a bug cocoon at all. It doesn't look like a bug transforming to me. It's just it's very boring.
the 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 little squares on its chest and then flailing behind it, they look like is chiclets over the
Oh
candy?
yeah, yeah, the little gum.
Am I making that up?
No, those are a thing. Chiclets. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like just candy, and that's all I can see. Um, what did I write? Oh yeah, I would have guessed that this is ghost type, like, because I don't think I've seen this before in game. Definitely not in Pokemon Shuffle. Definitely not in Pokemon Go. And so if you showed this to me, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a ghost, and it's a bug. So D for that, I guess. D plus.
Yeah, I could definitely see this being a middle evolution between Scatterbug and then a final evolution that is part Ghost, for sure. But as it stands, it's not great. But then we have Vivillin, who redeems the entire line. Vivillin is an S tier for me. I think it is adorable. I love that its its little legs flail, and I love the various wing patterns. Vivillin is top tier, one of my favorite Pokemon ever.
What are the different wing patterns?
Um, do they have a link? Oh yeah, here we go. Open link in the. Oh, that's just the individual ones. I can't really make it show up in the screen region, but there's like different the it has different wing patterns based on where it evolved in the real world. So like if you live in a city, then it gets the modern pattern, which is like mostly red with some style on it. But there's I can't read this. God, this font's small. There's archipelago pattern, continental pattern, elegant pattern, fancy pattern, garden. There's like a whole bunch of different patterns, including a Pokeball pattern, which was like a special edition one. But I like all the different wing patterns.
Looking at these, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say B B minus for that because I completely forgot about that. My comment was a Butterfree for the 21st century, and I stick by that. Like, I think if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably pick this one. But a bug flying though, like I never put that in my repertoire.
Yeah, I'm torn on the type combination because bug flying is one of the most common type combinations out there, and yet a lot of my favorite Pokemon are bug flying. So I can't knock it because I like it. I like Vivillin. I like Vespiquen. I like Yanmega. They're all just bug flying. It's not even a very good type combination, and it's just extremely common. But I like the Pokemon that result from it.
Fair. I mean, they're common and popular for a reason, right?
Yeah. Uh, Litleo, I gave a C. It's cute, but not in a good way. It's I don't know. I'm just not a fan. It's a C.
Yeah, I but it's like very generic. Like it exists to be made and sold as a stuffed animal. Like this
Yeah.
is every stuffed animal at Hallmark, Target, the grocery store ever. C minus.
Pyroar. Um, I also gave a C because it's just a lion with the more red mane. Um, the female version has weird long hair, which I get to still give it the yellow and red hair, but not giving it a mane because they're lions. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just not into it. It's a C.
I gave it a C plus specifically for the name because it is very majestic and flowing and like king of the jungle. But I probably wouldn't catch and use this one. Wait, I wouldn't catch the one before it in order to evolve it into this one to use it. So C plus, C half a plus.
Flabebe. I like saying that name. Um, it's cute. I like that it has variants based on the flowers you catch it in. It's a B because it's cute and I like the variants. It would be an A, but I think every single person who has ever played X and Y caught this Pokemon thinking it was going to be grass type and was very confused when it wasn't.
Yeah, I gave the entire line C minus, literally because this is fairy instead of grass. The end game. I was definitely one of those people playing the game, going through the rating just now. Like, screw that, because I really love grass types. But this is pure fairy or is it fairy mix?
Pure fairy, the whole line.
C minus minus for the whole line.
I thought maybe it would become grass when it like merges with the flowers, which it does do, but it still doesn't become grass. Floette, same deal. I like the color variations, but it's still a B. In fact, I'm gonna actually make that a C because I don't like its eyelashes. They look weird. I like the parasol flower, but also it's again not grass type for some reason.
I do like the design of this one better, but just on principle, C minus. What do you mean this is not grass?
And then Florges, where it's very obviously merged with the flower it's been holding this whole time. Still not grass type. C. I think this, I don't like the shape of the body, that weird bend in it. It's very... What am I trying to think of? There's some cartoon where there is a female character, pretty sure a villain, who wears an extremely form-fitting dress that is really tight around her ankles, and whenever she like bends in the middle, that's the shape she makes and that's what it looks like. And it just looks so goofy to me.
My only guess, and she's not a villain, but my only guess was going to be Jessica Rabbit, but that's clearly not it.
No, it's some, I don't know. I can almost picture it. But yeah, it's not really a good design. In fact, we're going down to a D. That's still a C. There we go. Going down to a D. It's just not a good design.
Yeah, honestly, I might go down to a D as well. It still not grass, and also slight. You had this comment in a couple other Pokemon last gen, but like when I look at this, I'm like slightly too horny, Nintendo.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, the Real Gaming Fire. Congrats on your new laptop. Up next is Skiddo. Cute little grass goat. I like it. It's got a B. I like that in-game it's a method of transportation and that its horns are like bike handlebars. I think that's cute.
Yeah, I'm actually for both this one. Well, no, for Skiddo, I'm gonna keep a B. Cute. I like goats. It's grass type. Solid B.
Go-Goat, basically the same thing. It's evolved, so now it's motorcycle handlebars, which I find just funny going from bicycle to motorcycle. Um, it's a well designed. This is a good world building Pokemon. It's really cool. I like that it's used in game for things. Like this isn't just a random goat you find in the wild. It's like, oh, that's a grass goat. I think it is a good quality addition to the Pokemon franchise. So it's a solid B.
I would give this one a B plus, but I think I'm gonna stay at B. Because I don't like the color scheme as much. But I like goats, grass type, and like you said, it's got utility, so B.
Pancham, I gave a B. He's cute. He's a little, he's a little shit, but he's the little shit with a heart of gold. Where like he's gonna bully people, but the people he bullies are like actually bullies and actually deserve it. He just takes pleasure in it.
Is that like was that in the anime? Is that the lore in from the anime that I missed? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I have no idea if he actually does that. He just looks
Oh.
like that kind of character.
That's fair. Probably not inaccurate to TBH. So, I said B minus Panda. It is like kawaii, which I'm not super fond of. I wish it was fighting something else, like maybe fighting normal, fighting grass. Pandas eat a lot of bamboo, so B minus.
You are what you eat.
Exactly.
Pangoro, also a B. I like his suit of fur, and I like the way he evolves by leveling him up with a dark type in the party. That's just such a weird way to have him evolve, but I think they tried to make him look badass, and I think they succeeded. So he's a B.
Yeah, I'm gonna revise mine to B plus just because it's not like he has a cape, and this is not quite realistic enough to Panda to for me to give it. What did I have? A minus. But this thing could definitely mess you up. Don't try to fight this.
This is what's his name? Poe from Kung Fu Panda. This is how he visualized himself.
Yes. Yes.
Angora looks like a Chad. Yeah. I do like I think his the like cape tail thing. I think it's like two tails, so it's kind of like a yeah, it's kind of like a trench coat looking thing from behind.
I like that better or worse.
I like it. Furfru is a D. It's literally just a dog. It's just a dog. I am disappointed by Furfru.
It's an ugly dog too. Like I don't fully understand what I'm looking at. C minus.
Esper, I gave a C. It's that like creepy cute, but it's also just very bland.
I'd agree with that. And it's pure psychic. Both this and the evolution is pure psychic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like supposed to be cutesy. Yeah, I C minus for both. I remember them being pretty decent in Pokemon Shuffle, but other than that, like I'm pretty sure I never had one in X and Y. Possibly never even encountered one. If I did, only ever caught it for completion's sake.
Esper looks like a Lavender Town Pokemon. Yeah. Meowstick, I'll give it a C plus because those designs are very interesting. We've gone from very boring Pokemon to a very interesting design, but I don't think they complement each other very well. I think they were trying to go for kind of opposites, but they did it a little too hard, and it's just they don't match to me. The two different versions. They don't complement each other. They just look like two different people designed this Pokemon and they went, we'll just put both in.
I could see that. They look like distant cousins rather than the twins that aren't identical. Fraternal.
Yeah. Honedge, I gave a B because I like a sword that wields itself. I like the haunted sword thing. Um, I think that's kind of cool. I give him a B.
I gave. I'm just gonna go ahead and all three D. I might even go down as far as D minus. I won't say F because that's kind of mean. But like I just objectively do not like the Pokemon where it's an item, but it's a Pokemon. Like inorganic Pokemon, I'm already kind of on the fence about. But like this is like you said, it's a sword, but I see it as a bad thing. So
Right.
D minus for this and its whole line. I apologize. Steel Ghost though, I appreciate that combo.
Yeah. Um, I guess we'll speed run these. I gave them all Bs because I like them all for the same reason, and none of them really do anything different from that. They're all just haunted swords that wield themselves. So they all get Bs for me.
They're all just. Oh yeah, okay, yes.
Spritzy is a C. It looks like a baby Pokemon, and I don't mean that as a compliment. there's just there's nothing here. This is one of the Pokemon that looks like they created the full evolution, and then we're like, well, we want this to be an evolutionary line. Let's just take things away from it till it looks like an unevolved Pokemon, and we're left with this
Oh.
weird hairy Natu. It's not good. It's a C.
Yeah, I C minus. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say D. I can't really think of a positive thing to say here. I don't like the design. I don't like the type. I don't like the color scheme. I don't like its excessive. Would that be mascara or eyeshadow? Either or, I don't like it.
I think mascara. That's what you put on the eyelashes themselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Um, this is terrible. This is an F. This is with the legs sticking out like that. It's like trying to be horny, but everything about this is so off-putting and unpleasant to look at. It would be like if a Jinx stuck its leg out like that. Like there's nothing good going on here. You couldn't even do horny properly.
I agree with everything you said. Yeah. I really can't think of anything nice to say here. I yeah, at a loss.
Swirlix is a D. It is. I don't like food Pokemon. The same way that you don't like item Pokemon, I don't really like food Pokemon. And this is just a fluff of cotton candy on a stick. And
Oh, it is. Okay.
that's not great.
Yeah, I literally wrote as the commentary, is this ice cream or cotton candy? Apparently it's cotton candy, which no, dislike. D for dislike.
And then Slurpuff needs to go away. That is an F as well. F minus because the name is also offensive to hear and say. I just offensive to me. Like it's not actually offensive. I just dislike it a lot. F minus. Don't like it.
Yeah, at this point, I was like, maybe it's ice cream cotton candy, but that doesn't make it better. D.
Yeah, this one does look. It looks like a blob of ice cream. Yeah. Inkay is cute. I give it a B. Um, I give it a B. It it and its evolution are both bumped up a letter because of the way they evolve, which I thought was really clever. You have to level it up from starting at level 30 while holding your Game Boy upside down.
What?
Um,
What?
I thought that was a really clever thing to do with it. I thought that was a cool idea. So it gets a B. It would be a C because it's cute, but nothing special to me. And also, it's weird to have a squid that is not water type.
That was my confusion with this one. It's cute. It is definitely a squid. You cannot tell me that's not a squid, or like at least some cephalopod, I think is the word.
Mm-hmm.
And but like, where's the water type?
And then Malamar is just kind of gross looking. I give it a C because it would be a D, but I like the way it evolves. It's, I don't like it.
Um, Wait. Okay, so my comment for this one was apparently you're telling me this thing exists on land. I guess if I like really squinted, I could see it having like penguin vibes, which okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine, penguin live on land, but like the one it's pre-evolution. You're telling me that thing floats around on land and can breathe? I don't buy it. um, C minus for this one because you're right. I don't like how it looks. It's like kind of cringy in a not like you're embarrassing me way, but like in a I don't want to look at you way.
Bad to look at.
Yes, yes.
Binnacle, I like Binnacle. Binnacle gets an A. I like their grumpy faces. I like that they're glaring at each other like they're angry that they have to share this rock. And they're like bulging cheeks. I don't know. I think they're just very like cute, grumpy in the same way that like a Persian cat is very cute. I like them. I give them an A. Sibling hatred, yeah.
I'm gonna say C minus. Rock water type seems contradictory. I don't particularly like the design of this, but you're right. I do sense the resentment at having to share the rock, and I can appreciate that.
Barbaracle, the only thing preventing him from being an S tier for me is his head. I don't understand why his head is suddenly a human hand instead of the claw hands that they've been this whole time and the rest of his body is. And I don't really like that. But I like that he's basically a colony of binnacles that are Voltroning together to fight.
Yes.
So he's an A. I like him. I like his design. I like the idea behind it. I just wish his head wasn't a human fist.
Okay, quick pause. I do need to take a water break, but I also have a balloons question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the Super Monkey, and it's top pack tier 4. Are the planes tier 5, or if I don't see them now, did I screw something up?
If you don't see them now, you didn't sacrifice enough military towers. Or you sacrificed too much of... So it can only have 3 of the 4 categories to power it up. Military gives it planes. So either you sacrifice too much of the other 3 categories and they drowned out the military, or you just didn't sacrifice enough military in general.
But you can only have 3 out of the 4. So if I have a little mini super guy, and then it's got like multiple beams, and it's got the I don't even know, drill blades flying out of it.
Is it generating you money every round?
I don't know how to tell.
If you click on it, does it say cash generated at the top?
Oh yeah, it says 30,000 bananas, but it
Okay.
isn't moving
It isn't.
like that. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, 5,000 per. Ooh,
Okay, so it sounds like you sacrificed support, primary, and magic. So you probably sacrificed too much support. You shouldn't sacrifice any support for the tier 4. Unless you want a support
that's
tower.
that would have been my mistake.
It,
Okay.
you can still totally make a tier 5 super monkey out of it, even the avatar, the vengeful monkey. You could totally do that because it's still probably maxed out. You just didn't do military.
Okay, so the fact that okay, I think I follow what you're saying. Dang, I really wanted to play. Okay, and then quick, thank you for Carrie with that, and then quick 2-minute water break.
Alrighty, sounds good. The Gaming Fire, do not join the voice channels without saying anything, without asking anything like that. That is super invasive and very rude. I am currently streaming. You should not be joining my voice channels when I'm streaming, and I shouldn't have to say that. All right. I already told you once, and then you rejoined immediately, so you are banned from the server.
All right, we're back. Did I give my rating for this one? Bar Cult.
Uh, I think I think so. I think you said D, but that's what you
Okay,
have
that is
here.
accurate. Yes. D. Don't like this one.
Um, okay. All right. Someone needs a timeout. Up next is Skrelp. It's ugly. It's a D.
Is
And
this seaweed?
that's what it's going for. It's trying to be that seahorse um, that mimics seaweed, but it's just ugly. I do not like it. It's a D.
I get water. Yeah, I would have thought seaweed should be grass water. I get contradictory, but to me that makes more sense. So, oh no, poison. Oh, well, still gonna give it a D.
Then we have Drag Algae, which still ugly. I don't like it. I gave it a D.
You can definitely tell that this is the second evolution, but yeah, D.
Then we have Cluncher, which is a crayfish with a large claw. I gave it a C. I don't dislike the design, but I don't really like anything about it either.
Is there okay? So I noticed that I feel like we got like probably not 20, but what feels like 20 water in a row. Um, but X and Y wasn't like particularly aquatic themed. So I'm just maybe they had a what's the opposite of a writer's block? A writer's epiphany momentum with water Pokemon, which is why we see so many in a row.
Possibly.
um, are we, water is the most common type in Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Thumbs down. Yeah, I don't like this one. I've told this story on another stream. I had a blue crawfish. It died because I'm terrible. Pour one out for that guy. I don't need memories of it. D.
Clawitzer, I find funny. I laugh at it, and that's what gives it a B. It's not any bigger. Like the actual creature is not any bigger than the Clauncher. So it's still this tiny little shrimp crayfish thing, and then it's just got a giant cannon that's like 3 times as big as it is. I find it hilarious. It gets a B for me.
You're saying this thing is like tiny, but it has a big right arm?
Yes. It's 4 feet tall, and all of that is the gun.
4 feet tall. Oh my gosh, D minus. Ah, keep that away from me.
Helioptile, I give a B. He's cute. Electric Normal is a weird type combination, and I don't understand. Like, I get why Nintendo wants to make normal Pokemon that are type combinations of something and normal, but normal is so ill-defined that I look at this and go, I don't see what's normal about it. It's just an electric Pokemon. Why is this electric normal and not Pikachu?
Yeah, I don't. I wrote that I remember disliking this, but like, I barely remember this existing. So C minus, I guess. Is it supposed to be like salamander vibes or like puppy vibes? I really don't know what I'm looking
It's supposed to be a lizard, like in a desert.
at. Okay. Not a fan.
Um, Heliolisk, I also give a B. I like that it's based on that lizard that can run on water, but it also has the giant neck frill that those dinosaurs from Jurassic Park had.
Is the neck frill in biologically inaccurate?
I don't think the lizard that runs on water has a neck frill. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I like that its neck frill, when it's like actually open, looks like, I can't really get it in screen region, but it looks like a sun, basically, except black in the middle, so kind of like an eclipsed sun.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what they were going for with it. I like it. I think that it's like an interesting design. It gets a B.
I put. Oh, I dislike the pre-evolution and therefore never saw its evolution. Yeah, maybe this was in the wild area, but like I don't. I see. I think I'm gonna have to go with C because like take it or leave it. I really don't think I've seen this before.
Tyrant, I gave a C. He's a cute little dinosaur, but nothing about him really appeals to me.
I put C. Kind of rude putting runt right in the name. LOL. Poor guy. Yeah, I stand by that.
Tyrantrum, I also gave a C. He he looks cool, but he's not the kind of cool that I like very much. So he's just kind of he's a big old dinosaur.
I gave it a C minus because I put this isn't fire type. Like I guess red doesn't always have to equal fire, but in cartoons it does. But I also can just I picture uh what's his name? NL? I already forgot what that stands for.
Northern Lion.
I wanted to be like Notre Dame, but that's a D, not an L. But okay, anyway, I picture him in one of his streams being like, "This is a Digimon," and he says it like so derisively, and that's kind of the vibes that I'm getting here. So
Yeah.
C minus.
Yeah. Amora, I give a B. It's cute. It's much cuter than Tyrant. And I like the rock ice combination, so I give it a B.
Yeah, I said C. I might go as low as C minus. I put Dratini got a glow up, which is true. It grew legs. It's got the eyebrow flaps, eyelash flaps. But I personally am not a fan. I don't think I would catch this and use it.
Auroras, I like. It's a B for me. I like the design. I like its cry in game. I did not find a link to that, so I don't have that to share with everybody. But I don't know. I just generally like it. I actually did use this in game for a little while.
So, how do you evolve the Amora?
Level up at night, starting at level 39.
It just won't evolve if it hits next level during daytime.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Any level after 39 during the nighttime, if you level it up, it'll evolve. But if you level it up during the daytime, it won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I put this isn't dragon type question mark, which is a little bit confusing to me because I guess dragon dinosaur type, kind of the same thing, but I have nothing against this Pokemon, so solid C.
Sylveon, I gave an A, not because I'm particularly fond of its design itself, but because it's the trans flag colors and has been kind of taken as an icon for trans people who play Pokemon, and I really, really like that. And I like that Nintendo hasn't stomped all over that, which is not really high praise, but I have seen several companies explicitly stomp all over things that LGBTQ fans raised up as an icon.
Yeah.
So props to Nintendo for not stomping all over that.
The bar is on the ground.
It really is.
Okay, so I didn't make that connection, but I don't. What? Hold on, let me look something up real quick. It is the color. Wow, am I blind? This time, for some reason, I thought the trans flag had very light gray in it, but way off. I don't know what I was imagining. I guess I don't know. I didn't know that, and I don't know any folks who follow that, if that makes sense. And so that aside, Sylveon is so popular, and I hate it. It's fairy type. I don't think Eevee needed evolutions beyond the original 3. It makes sense though because there's an evolution for each type. I don't like this one. You know what? I'll go C minus.
That's fair. Halucha, I give a C. I cannot take this Pokemon seriously, and this Pokemon takes itself extremely seriously.
Yeah, it's okay in theory. Luchador, bird, badass, all that. but in practice, you kind of fell flat.
It's also only 2 feet tall.
Is it really? Oh,
Yes.
the freaking crawfish is bigger than it. I'm sorry, guy.
Uh, Deden? I've never known how to pronounce this one. I hate it. D minus. This is my least favorite of the Pikachu ripoffs. It's just ugly. I don't like its weird antenna whiskers that are coming out of its cheek pouches, which looks that I can't express why that is so incredibly wrong to me, but that is just so incredibly wrong.
That's fair. It kind of looks painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put C. How is this not Pikachu? Because like, you give this to someone who doesn't know Pokemon other than Pikachu, and you're like, oh, that's like the pre-evolution, right? Like,
Hmm.
I don't know that this needed to exist. C minus.
Carpink, I give a B. I think it's pretty cute. Um, I think it's a little weird that it's just kind of a floating rock with the eyes peeking out, but I find the eyes peeking out extremely adorable, so it gets a B.
But it is just a rock.
Yeah.
Is it rock ice? Oh, rock fairy. What? um, I'm gonna say. What did I say? C minus. Yeah, a rock minus. What? A rock question mark?
Gumi, I gave this whole line D. I don't like this Pokemon line. It is the soft tissue Pokemon, which is the worst way to describe it. I would really much rather they just said slug Pokemon. Um, this it this one isn't as bad as the others, but it's not like if it were actually liquid like muck is, I could accept that. But it's that cartoony, if you stepped on this, it would be squished completely flat, and then when you lift up your foot, it just immediately bounces back into shit. I don't like it. I don't like thinking
Ugh.
about that. I don't I don't like these. D's for all of them.
These are pseudo legendary. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know this existed. Never encountered in the XY, not in Pokemon Shuffle, not in Pokemon Go that I've seen. I wouldn't have known these existed other than for the like Discord Pokemon bot. And I was told, oh, like they're pseudo legendary. Like you want to hang on to those. And I was like, they're just not Pokemon. I gave them all C minuses. The only thing preventing them from being a D is that they are pseudo legendary, and so by default they have better stats, right? Not that I care about that, but and then my comment was like, I have a feeling that like if the goo from this any Pokemon in this line got on your clothes, you couldn't just wash it out in the washing machine, and that pissed me off.
Yeah, I guarantee any clothing this Pokemon touches, you might as well just throw away.
R.I.P. Ugh, that last one is just so like, give it a tissue.
Yeah, like it also goes from the Pokemon itself is goo to the Pokemon is goo but has form, which I really hate the flesh shell. That is wrong on so many levels. But then the
Yeah.
Pokemon is no longer goo, but it's dripping green goo that looks like snot. Really?
Fine. Snot Pokemon, yeah.
Ugh. No thanks. These all around. And continuing with that trend, Klefki is a keychain. I like the Steel Fairy combination. I wish we had not Klefki, because it's just a keychain. It steals people's keys for some reason. It doesn't do anything with them, it just wears them. It's just a tiny keychain. D.
Does that mean in the Pokemon universe, you could have the Klefki. Like this one has 5 keys. You could have a Klefki with 50 keys.
Yeah, just stolen from people that it wears.
I'm gonna say D plus for that alone. I appreciate the absurdity of like an inorganic Pokemon that's just like stuffed to the brim with keys. But yeah, I don't like inorganic Pokemon. I really don't like things that are Pokemon. Like Bronzer, I hate that guy. This one, D plus.
Phantom, I give an A. I think it's very cute. It's like Ghost wearing a log on its head. Um, Ghost Grass is a cool new combination. Uh, I like it a lot.
I put B minus. I like trees, but imagine it like that dinosaur meme. I like turtles. I like turtles. I like trees. um, Ghost grass. I appreciate. So B minus. I'll just say B.
Trevenant is awesome and scary. If I saw this in the world, I would run. Absolutely. It is a haunted tree, and I give it an S minus. It is S tier. I like it a lot, but it just barely.
S minus. I appreciate that. I'm gonna. It's gonna be my goal in the next gen. Gen 7. Maybe in Gen 8. I'm gonna make it a goal to give out an S minus. For how do you say this one's name?
Trevenant.
Trevenant. Okay. I was gonna say Trevenant, but there's no tree. Okay. What is an S minus? It's not just an A plus. That's not helpful. B plus. Yeah, this is pretty terrifying. It's obviously meant to be terrifying, but I think it accomplishes that goal. Again, grass ghost, a stronger version of its pre-evolution, obviously. B plus.
Pumpkaboo, I give a B because it's also Grass Ghost, and since it came out at the same time as Trevenant, I don't feel that it's like it's just as original as Trevenant because they came out at the same time. So I can't be like, well, that's already been done just because Trevenant was numbered earlier. Its design is okay. I wish the face was on the pumpkin and not on the stem. That just seems a little weird to me, but it's a B.
What are the circles on the body then, if not its eyes?
Fake eyes?
Oh,
I
that
don't
helps.
know.
Thank you. Okay, that actually does help. I feel like that's a little bit harsh with these. I'm gonna say C for both this one and the evolution because I didn't realize it was ghost grass, but like, what else would it be? Maybe ghost fire? I don't know. I don't know that these needed to exist.
I actually agree with that. I feel like these are meant to be sister Pokemon to Phantom and Trevenant, but I don't think Phantom and Trevenant needed that. I think that they were fine on their own, and I think that these didn't need to be here. Gorgeist is weird. I give it a C. I don't like its weird body shape. I don't like that its hair is hands, and that will come up later in Sword and Shield. It's got the jack-o'-lantern face, but that's not its actual face because its actual face is on the stem still. It doesn't look like a pumpkin anymore.
It's a gourd.
Yeah. But it still has like the jack-o'-lantern going on, even though it's not a pumpkin.
I get it. Yeah.
So it's a C for me. Definitely a step down from Pumpkaboo. And I'm actually going to revise both of those to B minus and C minus because you do make a good point with we didn't really need them.
Is it when you say sister Pokemon, is it fair to say that like the trees were in one game and the pumpkins were in another, right? Like X versus
Yes.
Y.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, game, come on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. You said the hair for hands. No, I'd say I didn't realize that, but now I can't unsee. C minus. Yeah, C minus.
Bergamite, I give it a C. It's cute, but it feels like they were trying to recreate Snorunt, but Snorunt was already there and already really good. We didn't. It feels like Bergamite feels like if someone were to make a game copying Pokemon and basing it on Gen 2, this is what they would make instead of Snorunt.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. um, said mildly cute, also ice type C. Yeah, take it or leave it. Probably leave it.
Um, Avalugg, it's a C. I really like your comment there. I don't really have anything to say. It's a C.
It's an ugly tail. Yeah, I okay. I think this was in Gen 8, right? Because I remember seeing this in Gen 8 and thinking it was a Gen 8 Pokemon. Even though I played X and Y, maybe it was if I had Y, maybe it was an X only. So I thought this was a Gen 8 Pokemon. I was like, this is so ugly. But like in Gen 8 we had the Pokemon where its Gigantamax form was a skyscraper. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, I guess they're doing like a city furniture objects theme, fine, whatever. But I don't like this one. C minus. I'll even go as far as D plus.
Noibat is a D. It's not even ugly cute. It's just ugly. I really don't have any. I don't hate it enough to give it an F, but I have zero positive things to say about this Pokemon. I do not like its design.
Yeah, why did we need more bats? D tier.
Yeah. Um, Noivern, I gave a C. I guess this is a better design than Noibat, but again, I don't really have anything positive to say about it. It honestly looks like a Final Fantasy enemy.
Maybe you'll find that one in the dungeon where you refuse to queue for, calling you out, Blair. Or did you end up going back and queuing for it?
No, I think I'm done playing that one for now.
Oh, that's fair. Um, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this before across all the Pokemon games I play. Like I don't didn't know this was a thing. So see, leave it, take it or leave it, leave it.
We are almost done. Holy crap! Xerneas is A plus. I think Xerneas looks very cool. I like the rainbow horns. I like the mythical deer inspiration and design. Um, I don't know. I just really like it. I was surprising when I got Pokemon X. I looked at it on the cover and was like, it's a legend. I don't give a shit about this Pokemon. And then I actually got it in game and was like, I like this thing. I'm gonna use it.
Did you and minor spoiler alert for the next one, I guess, but like did you get X because the alternative was Y and you would prefer X?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I gave this one a B. It's very good in Pokemon Shuffle. I never played X, but I appreciate the design and it's legendary, so I'm on board.
Yveltal. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I don't like it. I don't like hand wings. And adding the third one for its tail does nothing to inspire me to believe that its hand wings can help it fly. That just makes it look even heavier. I just don't like it. D.
Oh no. Is this the first one that I've given a significantly higher rating than you?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that it's the Y game mascot because like I said, I swear I enjoyed the game despite my ratings. um, yeah, I gave I'll go A minus because it is a little bit clunky, and I think I'm the opposite of you. I picked Y because I preferred it over X. I can't pronounce either of them. But like between the two, like I like the next one the best. But this one is very, very strong in Pokemon Shuffle, as you would expect it to be. So, A minus.
Zygarde is cool. I give Zygarde an S tier. I like all three of his, I guess all four of his forms, because I like it doesn't show in the picture, but he has like a little single cell form that looks pretty cute too. But I like the land snake form. I like the doggo form with the scarf, and I like the Gundam form. I think Zygarde is really, really cool.
I honestly agree. The only reason it's not an S is because I'm refusing to give out S tiers. Although maybe I'll give it an S minus. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's the dawn of a new era. S minus. Um, yeah, I really like this one. I was pleasantly surprised when you could get it in game. And I fed it a lot of those in game cupcakes that you had on your bottom screen. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot what it's called.
Pokepuffs.
Pokepops. But you had to go into like a special mode, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
Oh yeah, Pokemon Ami.
That's the one. Yes. Yeah, because if you played with it enough and like tickled it enough and gave it enough cupcakes, it was like friendly and it would do better in battle, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I just like shoved this thing full of Pokemon cupcakes. Like, you're supposed to feed all your Pokemon, like all six in your party, an equal number of cupcakes, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, this one got them all. Big, thick boy. But S minus, the first one, I'll take it.
Deontay, I gave an A plus because I like the idea of it being like a special Carbink. Because if you look, it's got basically the same head and the same lower body, except that it's pink crystals instead of blue. But it's like it came out of the rock. I would have much preferred if Carbink had been a pre-evolution to Deontay, and it had been the first ever legendary evolution, which we get in the next generation anyway, so I feel like it wouldn't have been ridiculous to go for that. But I give it an A+. If this had actually been an evolution to Carbink, I probably would have given it an S tier.
What type is?
I believe it is also Rock... Yeah, it's Rock Fairy as well.
Oh, okay. I put. See. Okay, so my one per stream story time, mini story time. This one is mythical, meaning like you could only get it within in-game events. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or like special events.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I distinctly remember I was working at my old job at the time, in a suburb of Michio location redacted, and I think by now I was taking the bus. So I didn't have a car, and so with the implication there being I could never leave work. So my coworker, oh my boomer coworker who checks all the bingo cards, right? He had a son who was into Pokemon at the time. So I want to say like late middle school, early high school. DNC came out, and the only way you could get it was you had to get like a card from GameStop or something, right? With a code.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the kid was in school, thankfully. So my coworker was like, "Hey, Misha, do you want to come with me? Like, I know you like games. Do you want to come with me? Maybe you can get one for yourself. I gotta pick this up for my son." And I was like, "Sure." I don't actually. played this. This came out way after XY came out. Is that right or no?
I don't actually know when. I By the time I started playing X and Y, that event had already occurred. So I was not playing at the time that it happened.
Wait, let me. That event had. You didn't play XY at release?
No, I didn't. I played it
Oh.
a while after.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Okay. Well, then I feel like this must have been some point after release because, like I said, I played Y for a decent amount of time, but not. I dropped the game before this thing came out, and so I was like, sure, you know what? Anything to get off of campus because I don't have a car. What am I gonna do? Just walk around? So we went to GameStop at open at 10 a.m. and the poor freaking teenage or like college age employee was like, hey, like I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, this dude did not know that they were supposed to be getting these out that day.
Oh
Like didn't
no.
even know where they were. That's my guess. Maybe he did. He just did his job. I don't know. Um, but we went at 10 a.m. and the guy was like, oh well, like I can't give this to you right now. Maybe come back later. And my coworker was like, what do you mean come back later? Like what? I just left work to do this for my son. Like screw you, right? And the guy was like, I'm really sorry, man, but like, you're right. We're supposed to have him today. The best I can tell you is just come back later, right? And so we left, and the poor freaking employees, my coworker, top of the hour, every hour called and was like, hey, do you have these cards yet?
God.
Hey, do you have these cards yet? And I was like, on the one hand, I appreciate you being a good dad. Like, you know your son wants these. You promised him that, like, by the time he gets home from school today, by the time you get home from work today, you'll have this for him. So I appreciate that. But give the employees some space, man. That dude is not getting paid enough to deal with you all day. But I couldn't say that to my coworker, obviously. Finally, I guess maybe the second shift person came in, or like they found them in the back, or maybe they actually did get the shipment. Finally, at like noon or 1, again, at the top of the hour, my coworker called. They were like, yeah, we have them, you can come in. She's like, we can even set one aside for you, blah, blah, blah. And so we went back, he got the card, and that was it. And he was like, here, Eileen, take one too. And I was like, I don't even play this game anymore. Okay. For that reason, on behalf of that poor GameStop employee, this Pokemon gets a C-. That doesn't even make sense. I just wanted to tell that on stream and to expand the stream time a bit.
That's fair. Hoopa is next, and I give Hoopa a C because there's nothing about its design that's like particularly good or bad. It just seems like a weird addition. It had nothing to do with the game. It didn't appear in the game at all. It was just like, hey, we've made another mythical Pokemon for you to come to an event to get.
So, I've never seen this before in my life. But you're saying if you went to the event, you could have it in your XY game?
Yes. Or it might have been an event like the Deontay one where you just had to go to GameStop and get it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like once you got your card with the code or whatever, then you could use it in game.
Yeah.
What type is it?
I think just Psychic. Oh, Psychic Ghost. If it's in the big picture form here where it's holding up the ring, and then Psychic Dark if it's in the other form. This one down here.
This looks like the Eye of the Jailer.
It's here, let me. Oh, you just can't see it. It's basically a large creature with 4 arms, except there's no actual arms. They're just floating hands coming out of its torso.
Holy cow.
It's honestly not great to look at.
Agreed. TBH. Agreed. Oh my god. I think that whole time that I was streaming, I was capturing the audio from your stream too.
Oh no.
Wait, but that might work out in my favor. Because I didn't have the audio going through my OBS. That actually might work. Task failed successfully.
Just make sure you delete the VOD after because of the copyrighted music.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna download my VOD and then delete it. I just to avoid risking because this is Pokemon Music, which Nintendo owns the copyright for, and they are notorious for not liking people to use their copyrighted stuff.
Of course. Okay. Um. Oh, and last but not least, never seen this one
Volcanion.
either.
Yeah, I'd never seen this one before, in or out of game, until like 2 years after I was playing Sun and Moon, and I was like, "Why is there no fire water Pokemon?" And I looked it up, and there was this guy. It, D. He looks stupid. Very disappointing choice for fire water combination. Don't like it.
Yeah, fully understand what I'm looking at, other than a donut. Um, like a canine-esque creature, but he's also got back problems. But he's got a donut coming out of that back hump.
Yeah.
What what are the type weaknesses slash effectiveness? Because water fire is like polar opposite, right? So I'm curious what that would be.
I think it would still be weak to ground and rock.
Ground and rock.
Because I don't think water provides a defense against those. It would still be weak to electric. Would not be weak to grass, and would not be weak to water anymore.
It would be. You're saying it would be weak to ground and rock, but it would still also be strong against ground and rock because of the water half.
Yes, that is true. So it'd be a words a all offense, no defense kind of thing.
Okay. While I can appreciate that, I don't like the design. I've never seen this before. Like, because it's mythical. Like, are the mythicals in Pokemon Go?
Some of them were for special events.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I miss those events by far. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I've never seen this before. Probably never will see it.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to appear normally in any of the games. Most of the mythicals never do.
Ooh, do you think the mythicals will show up in the Arceus game?
I don't know. They might. I have no idea what they're planning to do with that game. To be honest.
I don't either. Yeah. Is there even like a release date yet? Pokemon Legends, right?
Yeah. Giving it the name Pokemon Legends and then Arceus makes me think they are definitely planning to do more. So it might be they might plan to do more based on other legendaries.
Okay.
But in that regard, it will probably be the standard mythicals like Mew and Celebi and Jirachi, not these weird ones like Volcanion or Hoopa.
None of the Ultra Beasts feel bad, man.
Yeah.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, January 28th, 2022. I am willing to bet, maybe not all the money I've ever seen, €5, that it will be delayed.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I will be pleasantly surprised if it comes out that day, because that'll be, like, I'm trying to think of games that fill the Soul Void in between now and Splatoon 3. And if this does come out January 28th, the Diamond Pearl remakes will come out before that. So I've got, like, my December and January booked.
Yeah.
And February.
Yep.
Very cool. Another gen down. Are we almost done?
Yeah, we have 2 generations left. Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield.
August, September. Wow, where is this year gone? When do we want to aim for the next one? August 22nd or 29th?
Let's go 22nd.
22nd. Okay. August 22nd. Fantastic. Yeah, I will say, I feel like this was a good gen. I like that there were only 72. Gave us more time to talk about each.
Yeah.
Gave out my first S minus, and also my first S tier since what? Gen 1? I'm gonna look at this. Let's see.
I think so.
How do I. Okay, hold on. Filter. But he said we'll be back August 22nd with Gen
7.
Sun and Moon.
Yes, Sun and Moon.
Are we doing the Ultra Beasts?
Yeah, might as well.
Dang, I feel like I should really go through and play. Okay, apparently I gave Lotad an S. I don't know what I was thinking there. But yeah, so Lotad was the sole S tier in between 1 and 6. But other than Lotad and Zygarde, which Zygarde got an S minus, isn't that just an A plus? No S tiers. And my goal is to keep it that way at least until 8. I have to relook at 7.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got 1 or 2 S tiers in 7. But
okay. Very cool. Well, thank you. And no, until next time.
yeah, see you later. And that is going to do it for the stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Don't know if we'll be back to regular streaming yet. Having to shuffle some things around IRL and losing the ability to play my backup game, World of Warcraft, kind of sucks. But we'll see how things go. Till then, thanks for hanging out, and have a good day.